Going, everybody? This is Kyle from the UA Playbook. Come back at you with another video with talks about potential banning of red Kenshin. I figured I'd give a little bit of information on why I don't think that would be appropriate right now. From my years of playing different TCGs, I will show you that I've played multiple different TCGs in my lifetime, all which have been this dreaded so-called Tier 0 format at one point or another. Um, but yeah, let's get into it a little bit. For one, let's just look at the results here. Yes, 50% of most regionals have been on Red Kenshin. That is 110% true. However, let's just put in this perspective. You have to take into account how many people have been on that deck and how many have taken it to these regionals. That will play a huge part into what's going to be topping and what's going to be doing very well. You could have 100 people playing, let's just say, Gonin Friends, and most likely Gonin Friends is going to be representing pretty well due to the simple sheer factor of the numbers of players playing Gonin Friends. Or vice versa, we could be playing Red Kenshin, and a good portion of Red Kenshin players will make it there. That's not to say that Gonin Friends and Red Kenshin are at the same power level. That is not the case. However, again, numbers do take a part in how results will be at regionals. So there is that. Another thing, we got to look ahead. Look ahead, everybody. What's coming out here, y'all? We got Kaiju number 8. We got Yu Yu Hakusho. And a little bit Nikkei. As well as, let's not forget, Evangelion and Solo Leveling. We don't even know what's coming out for Solo Leveling yet. So how could we justify banning something quite yet? I don't think that's the right move quite yet. However, I will state this. With the power level of how Yellow and Kaiju number 8 is going to be, I think it would be a very foolish mistake to just completely kill and neuter off Red Kenshin. Especially considering we don't know how, I don't know yet. I've not got enough testing. Maybe people have. I don't know what the entry level is looking like for Roy Mustang with Yellow Kaiju number 8. If Yellow Kaiju number 8 can completely stomp on Roy Mustang, that's going to be a problem. Considering the simple fact of the matter of multiple swingings and pretty often at that. So the one deck that can actually kind of, hey, let's simmer this stuff down, let's ban it, makes no sense to me. Especially considering the fact of the matter, as I said before, we're having, again, Nikkei. We're having new stuff like Kaiju number 8. Like, I have some stuff here. I went to early release. Was able to get some stuff. I'll make a YouTube short for that. We're also going to be getting Evangelion, as well as Solo Leveling. So, hurting a deck because people just don't like it or don't like playing against it isn't going to fix the problem. In fact, it's just going to cause more complaints and more arguments. Just like before, we were all kind of like, hey, why do we have a ban? Why do we have this? Why do we have that? Why do we have limitations? Because you keep on asking for it. At a certain point, Bandai is not going to take us seriously anymore when we were like, hey, can you please remove the Band-Aid? And then, hey, can you put a Band-Aid back on? That's not going to work very well for us as players. So we need to stop complaining and just start looking forward. Maybe, hey, take a break. I've taken a break from Union Arena, particularly when One Punch Man came out. A lot of stores that I know of had a hard time recovering after One Punch Man came out from player groups not returning. So there you go. Was that needing of a ban? I think so. Unfortunately, we did not have any regionals of Yellow Saitama and all that when it was the deck to play. So we don't really have the numbers to really dictate how badly it was affecting the player base around us, other than word of mouth and going to stores and stuff like that. So, yeah. Do I personally believe that having a ban list is going to fix the problem and not create more problems? It will not fix the problem. It's only going to create more problems. Plain and simple. Let's stop being hypocritical here and start looking for the future of the game. With that being said, this is Kyle from UA Playbook, signing off.